Now, Martha Core, there is abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know, then, that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence for the court! You will keep your seat. Thomas Putnam is reaching for our land. Remove that man, Marshal. You're hearing lies! Lies! Arrest him, Excellency. I have evidence. Will you not hear my evidence? Hands off! Damn you, let me go. Giles, out of my way, Eric. I bring evidence. You cannot go on there, Giles. It is a court. Pray be come a moment. You, Mr. Hale, go on there and demand I speak. A moment, sir. A moment. How do you dare come roaring into this court? Are you gone daft, Corey? You're not a busting judge yet, Hawthorne. You'll not call me daft. Who is this man? Giles Corey, sir, more contentious. I am asked a question, and I am old enough to answer it. My name is Corey. Giles Corey. I have 600 acres in timber in addition. It is my wife you are condemning now. And how do you imagine the cable cause for such contemptuous right? Now begone. Your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this. They be telling lies about my wife, sir. Do take it upon yourself to determine what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside. Your Excellency, we mean no disrespectful. Disrespect indeed. It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court and the supreme government of this province. Do you know it? Your Excellency, I only said you were reading books, sir, and they come and take her out of my house for... Books? What books? It is my third wife, sir. I never had no wife that'd be so taken with books. I thought to find the cause of it, you see, but there were no which I blamed her for. I have broken charity with this woman. I have broke charity with her. Excellency, he claims hard evidence for his wife's defense. I think that in all justice you must let him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. You are certainly aware of our procedures here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room. Come now, Giles. We are desperate, sir. We come here 3 days now and cannot be heard. Who is this man? Francis Nurse, Your Excellency. His wife's Rebecca's. That's why I condemned this morning. Indeed. I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I have only good report of your character, Mr. Nurse. I think they must both be arrested in contempt, sir. Let you write your plea, and in due time... Excellency, we have proof for your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. The girls, sir, the girls are frauds. What's that? We have proof of it, sir. They are deceiving you. This is contempt, sir. Contempt! Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Ness? I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are. And do you know that near to 400 are in jails for marblehead to Lynn and upon my signature? Aye. And 72 condemned to hang by that signature. Excellency, I never thought to say such a weighty judge, but you are deceived. What are you about here? We should speak with Deputy Governor. Did you tell me Mary Warren was sick? She were, Your Honour. When I go fetch her to the court last week, she said she were sick. She has been striving with her soul all week, Your Honour. She comes now to tell the truth of this to you. Who is? John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife. Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief. I think you must hear the girl. Says she, peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren? Proctor, she never saw no spirits, sir. Never saw no spirits. Never. She has signed a deposition, sir. No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village? We have not. They've come to overthrow this court, sir. This man is... I pray you, Mr. Parrish, do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children? I know that, sir. And you, Mary Warren, how come you cried out people for sending the spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you. It were pretense, she says. Ah, and the other girls? Susanna Wilcock and the others. They are also pretending.
Aye, sir.
Indeed. Excellency, you surely cannot think to let so vile a lie be spread open in court. Indeed not, but it strike hard upon me that she will dare come here with such a tale. Now, Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you. We burn a hot fire in here, and melt down all concealment. I know that, sir. Let me continue. I understand we all are husbands' tenderness may drive into extravagance in defense of a wife. Are you certain in your conscience, mister, that your evidence is the truth? It is, and you will surely know it is. And you sought to declare this revelation in the open court before the public. I thought I would, with your permission. Now, sir, what is your purpose in doing so? Why, I would free my wife, sir. There lurks nowhere in your heart, no hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court. No, sir. Your Excellency, Mr. Cheever, I think it be my duty, sir. You'll not deny it, John. When we come to take his wife, he damned the court and ripped your wand. Now you have it. He did that, Mr. Hale. Aye, he did. It were a tempest, sir. I knew not what I did. Mr. Proctor. Aye, sir. Have you ever seen the devil? No, sir. You are all respects a gospel Christian. I am, sir. Such a Christian that will not come to church but once a month. Not come to church. I have no love for Mr. Paris. It is no secret. But God I surely love. He plough on Sunday, sir. Plough on Sunday! I think it be evidence, John. I am official of the court. I cannot keep it. I have once or twice ploughed on Sunday. I have 3 children, sir, and until last year my land gave little. You'll find other Christians that do plough on Sunday, if the truth be known. Your Honor, I cannot think you may judge the man on such evidence. I judge nothing. I tell you straight, mister, I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen them stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have until this moment not the slightest reason to suspect that children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning? Excellency, does it not strike upon you that so many of these women have lived so long with such upright reputation? And do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor? I read the gospel. I think not, or you should surely know that Cain was an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel. And God tells us that. But who tells us Rebecca Nurse murdered 7 babies by sending out a spirit out on them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you. She's the one. Mr. Proctor, this morning a wife sent me a claim in which she states that she is pregnant now. My wife pregnant? There be no sign of it. We have examined her body. But if she says she is pregnant, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Mr. Danforth. She will not. Never, sir, never. We have thought her too convenient to be credited. However, if I should tell you now that I will let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, and you shall have her living yet another year, until she is delivered, what say you to that? Come now, you say only your purpose is to save your wife. Good then, she has saved at least a year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done now. Will you drop this charge? I think not. Then your purpose is somewhat larger. He comes to overthrow this court, your honor. These are my friends. Their wives are also accused. I judge you not, sir. I am ready to hear your evidence. I come not to hurt the court. I only come. Marshal, go into the court and bid Judge Stoughton and Judge Sewell declare a recess for an hour. And let them go to the tavern if they will. A witness and prisoners are to be kept in the building. Aye, sir. If I may, sir, I know this man all my life. It is a good man, sir. I am sure of it, Marshal. Now, what disposition do you have for us, Mr. Proctor? And I beg you be clear, open as the sky, and honest. I am no lawyer, sir, so the pure heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will. Will you read this, sir? It is a sort of testament. The people signing it declare the good opinion of Rebecca and my wife and Martha Corey. Their good opinion. These are all landholding farmers, members of the church. If you'll notice, sir, they've known the woman many years and never saw no sign that they had dealings with the devil. How many names are there? 91, Your Excellency. These people should be summoned for questioning. Mr. Danforth, I give them my word no harm would come to them for signing this. This is a clear attack upon the court. Is every defense an attack upon the court? Can no one, all innocent and Christian people are happy for the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. I think you will want to know from each and every one of them what discounts them with you. I think they ought to be examined, sir. It is no necessary an attack, I think yet. These are all coveted Christians, sir. And I am sure that they have nothing to fear. Mr. Chief will have warrants drawn for all of these. Arrest examination. Now, mister, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse. I have fought terrible on these people. No, old man, but you have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience. But you must understand, sir, that a person is either with this court or he must count it against it. There is no road between. This is a sharp time itself. Now, a precise time. We live no longer in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up, and then they will fear no light when surely praise it. I hope you will not be one of those. She's not hearty, I see. No, she's not, sir. Remember what the angel Raphael said to the Bobby Toby Tobias. Remember it.
Aye.
Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Aye.
Come, man, we wait for you. John, my deposition, cover my name. Aye. This is Mr. Corey's deposition. Oh. What a lawyer drew this, Corey. You know I never hired a lawyer in my life, Hawthorne. It is very well phrased. My compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is in the court, will you bring him in? You have no legal training, Mr. Corey? I have the best, sir. I have 33 time in court in my life, and always plaintiff too. Ah, then you are much put upon. I am never put upon. I know my rights, sir, and I will have them. You know your father tried a case of mine, might be 35 years ago, I think. Indeed. He never spoke of it to you. No, I cannot recall it. That's strange. He gave me £9 damages. You were a fair judge, your father, you see. I had a white mare this that tinge, and this fellow come to borrow mare. Aye, there he is. Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs, that is now in jail. It is a lie. Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you to that? I fought on Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that. What proof do you submit for your charge, sir? My proof is there! If Jacobs hangs for a witch to forfeit of his property, that's law, and there is none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a priest. The man's killing his neighbors for the land. But proof, sir, proof. The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out on Jacobs, he said she'd give him fair gift of the land. And the name of this man? What name? The man that gave you that information. Why, I cannot give you his name. And why not? You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give you his name. This is contempt of the court, Mr. Danforth. You will surely tell us the name. I will not give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute. In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that? This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for contempt of a hearing. Oh, it is a proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare court in full session here, or will you give me good reply? I cannot give you names, sir. I cannot. You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session, I ask you, Mr. Corbin. Your Honor, he has the soy of confidence, sir, and he, the devil, lives on such confidence. Without confidences, there should be no conspiracy, Your Honor. I think I must be broken, sir. Old man, if your informant tells the truth, let him come here openly like a decent man. But if you hide enmity, I must know why. No, sir, the government and Central Church demand of you the name of him, who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer. Excellency, Mr. Hale, we cannot blink it more. There is a prodigious fear of this court in the country. There is a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here? I may only fear the Lord, sir, but there is fear in the country nevertheless. Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in this country. But does not follow that everyone accused is part of it? No, uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. You are under arrest and contempt of the court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself. You will be sit in jail until you decide to answer all questions. No, Giles, I'll cut your throat, Putnam. I'll cut you yet. Peace, Giles, peace. We'll prove ourselves now, we will. Say nothing more, John. He's only playing you. He means to hang us all. This is the court of law, Mr. I'll have no effrontery here. Forgive him, sir, for his old age. Peace, Giles. We'll prove it all now. You cannot weep. Remember the angel, what he said to the boy. Hold to it. Now there is your rock. This is Mary Warren's deposition. I would ask you remember, sir, while you read it, that until 2 weeks ago, she was no different than the other children are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of woman now in jail, tried to win her soul away. And when she refused, we know this. Aye, sir. She swears now that she never saw Satan, nor any spirit vague or clear, that Satan may have sent to her. And she declares her friends are lying now. Excellency, a moment. I think she goes to heart of the matter. It surely does. I cannot say he is an honest man. I know him little, but in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. In God's name, sir, stop here. Send him alone and let him come alone with a lawyer. Now look you, Mr. Hale. Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there be proof so immaculate no slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it. Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice. I have this morning signed away the soul of Rebecca, nurse, your honor. I cannot conceal it. My hand shakes yet as with a wound. I pray you, sir, this argument let lawyers present to you. Mr. Hale, believe me, a man such as terrible learning you are most bewildered. I hope you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, sir, and I should be confounded where I call upon to defend these people. Let you consider now. And I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, and on its face by its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victim, none other. We now can hope that the witch will accuse herself. Granted, therefore. We must rely upon her victims. They do testify. Their children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none will deny that we are most eager for all the confessions there. What is left for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my point, have I not? But this child claims the girls are not truthful, and if they are not, that is precisely what I am about to consider, sir. What more may you ask me, unless you doubt my probability? I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it, then. And let you put your heart to rest, or deposition, Mr. Proctor. I should like to question Mr. Paris. I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring these children here? Mary Warren, how come you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for your disposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then tell me that you sat in my court, calamitously lying when you knew that people would hang by your evidence. Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Did you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir, I am with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now or you were lying in the court. In either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
Ruth Putnam's not in court, sir, nor the other children. These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend Mary Warren has given us a disposition, in which she swears she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifest of the devil. She claims as well that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based upon the Bible, and the Bible writ by Almighty God. Forbid the practice of witchcraft, and describe death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible damn all bearers of false witnesses. Now then, it does not escape me that this deposition may be devised to blind us. It may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who sends her here to distract our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak true, I bid you now drop your guile and confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very augur bit will now be turned into souls until your honesty is proven. Will either of you change your depositions now, or do you force me into hard questioning?
I have not to change, sir. She lies.
You will still go on with this.
Aye, sir.
A puppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in the court when she made it, and that you saw her make it and witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see puppets in the house?
Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren confessed it was her puppet. Your Excellency, Mr. Cheever, when I spoke with Miss Goody Proctor in the house, she said she never kept no puppets, but she said she did keep puppets when she were a girl. She has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor, but a puppet will keep 15 years, will it not? It will keep if it is kept, but Mary Warren swears she has never saw no puppets in my house, nor anyone else. Why could there not been puppets hid when no one else saw them? There might also be a dragon with 5 legs in my house, but no one has ever seen it. We are here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what no one has ever seen. Mr. Danforth, what prompteth this girl to turn herself about? What may Mary Warren gain from but hard questioning and worse? You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that? I do, sir. I believe she means to murder. This child would murder your wife. It is not a child, now hear me, sir. In the sight of the congregation, she were twice this year put out of the meeting house for laughing during prayer. What's this? Laughing during Excellency says she were under tituous power at the time, but she is solemn now. Aye, now she is solemn and goes to hang people. Quiet, man. Surely he cannot have said bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder. Continue, Mr. Proctor. Mary, now tell the governor how you danced in the woods. Excellency, sir, I come to Salem. This man is blackening my name. He is in a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls to the woods, Your Honor, and they have danced there naked. Your Honor, this is Mr. Paris discovered them himself in the dead of night. There's the child, she is. Mr. Paris, I can only say, sir, that I have never found any of them naked, and this man is... But you discovered them dancing in the woods. Abigail? Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that. Do you deny it, Mr. Paris? I do not, sir, but I never saw any of them naked. But she have danced. Aye, sir. Excellency, will you permit me? Pray, proceed. You say you never saw no spirits, Mary. We were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet when people accused of witchery confronted you in the court, you would faint, saying their spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
That were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I put myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth, I saw that many times. She only pretended to faint, Your Excellency. They're all marvelous pretenders. Then can't she pretend to faint now? Why not? Now there are no spirits attacking her, for none of the room is accused of witchcraft. So let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she is attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
I faint. Prove to us how you pretend in the court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir.
Can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that there we have no afflicting spirits loose, but in the court there were some?
I never saw no spirits.
Then see no spirits and prove to us that you can faint by your own will as you claim.
I cannot do it.
Then you will confess it, will you not? If your attacking spirits made you faint.
No, sir,
Your Excellency, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard the other girls screaming to you, Your Honor. You seemed to believe them, and I thought we were only sporting them getting served, but then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits. And I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw them, but I did not.
Surely your Excellency is not taken by this simple lie. Abigail, I bid you now search your heart and tell me this, and beware of it, child. To God every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them that take life without cause. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only? Some deception that may cross your mind when...
Why, this is a base question, sir.
Child, I would have you consider it.
I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near to murdered every day because I have done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward, to be mistrusted, denied, questioned like a...
Child, I do not mistrust you.
Let you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be too mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Beware of it, there is.
What is it, child?
I know not. A cold wind has come. Abby. Your Honor, I freeze.
They're pretending. She is cold, Your Honor. Touch her.
Mary, do you send your shadow on me? Lord, save me. I freeze. It is a wind. Abby, don't do that.
Mary Warren, do you witch her? I say to you, do you send your spirit out?
Let me go, Mr. Proctor. I cannot. Oh, Heavenly Father, take away this shadow.
What are you about? Take your hands off her. How do you call heaven? Whore! Whore! John! Man, what do you... It is a whore! You charge, mock her now, she'll suck a scream to stab me with, but you will prove this. This will not pass. I have known her, sir. I have known her. You are a lecher. John, you could not say that. Oh, Francis, I wish you had some evil in you that you may not know me. A man will not cast away his good name, you surely know that. In what time, in what place? In the proper place, where my beast stopped bedded. On the last night of my joy, some 8 months past, she used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know it now. I beg you, sir, I beg you. See her for what she is. My wife, my dear good wife, took this girl soon after, sir, and put her out on the high road. And being what she is, a lump of vanity, sir. Excellency, forgive me. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted. And there is a promise in such sweat, but it is a whore's vengeance. And you must see it. I set myself entirely in your hands. I know you must see it now. You deny every scrap and title of this.
If I must answer that, I will leave and I will not come back again.
I have made a bell of my honor. I have wronged the doom of my good name. You will believe me, Mr. Danforth. My wife is innocent, except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What look do you give me? I'll not have such looks.
You will remain where you are. Mr. Paris, go into the court and bring Goodwife Proctor out. Your Honor, this is a... Bring her out! And tell her not one word of what's been spoken here, and let you knock before you enter. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman. In her life, sure, she have never lied. There are them that cannot sing and them that cannot weep. My wife cannot lie. I have paid much to learn it, sir. And when you put this girl out your house, you put her out for a harlot. Aye, sir. And she knew her for a harlot. Aye, sir, she knew her for a harlot. Good then. And if she shall tell me, child, if you were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Turn your back. Turn your back! Do likewise. Now let neither of you turn to face, Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to speak one word or raise a gesture, ay or nay. Enter! Mr. Cheever, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready? Ready, sir. Come here, woman. Look at me only, not at your husband, in my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? You will look in my eyes only, and not at your husband. The answer is in the memory, and you need not help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me, and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were...
Woman, look at me! Were she solemnly, lazily? What disturbed did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time, I was sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some were, nor wasting time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me and this girl.
Look at me.
I, sir, Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her, and so one night I lost my wits, I think, and I put her out of my high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a good, godly man.
Then he did not turn from you.
He...
Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question, is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her from the court. Elizabeth, I told the truth. She has spoken. Remove her. Elizabeth, I have confessed it.
Oh, God.
She only thought to save my name. Excellency is a natural lie to tell, I beg you. Stop now before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to it. No more private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true. By my oath to heaven, I believe him now. And I pray you call back his wife before me. She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied. This girl has always struck me false. She is...
You will not. Be gone. Be gone, I say.
What is it, child? What's there? Child! Girls, what do you...
It's on the beam, behind the rafters.
Where?
Why? Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's the bird? I see no bird.
My face. My face.
Mr. Hell, be quiet! Do you see a bird? Be quiet!
But God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary. Abby! Oh, Mary, there is a black art to change your shape. No, I cannot stop my mouth. This God work I do. Abby, I am here.
The pretending Mr. Danforth.
Oh, please, Mary, don't come down. Her claws, she's stretching her claws.
Lies! Lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me. I'm not hurting her.
Why does she see this vision?
She sees nothing. She sees nothing. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Mary Warren, draw back your spirit out on them.
Mr. Danforth. Mr. Danforth.
Have you compacted with the devil, have
Never,
you?
never, never, never.
Why can they only repeat you? Give me a whip, I'll stop them.
They're sporting, They're sporting. Abby, stop it. Abby, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
A little while ago you were afflicted, now it seems you afflict others.
I have no power. I have no power.
They're gulling you, mister. Why do you turn about this past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil, have you not? You cannot believe them. Mary, goddamns are liars. You have seen the devil. You have made compact with Lucifer, have you not? Goddamns liars, Mary. I cannot hear you. What do you say? You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me. Mary, remember what the angel Raphael do. Do which is good and...
The wings! Her wings are spreading! Mary, please don't!
I see nothing, Your Honor. Do you confess this power? Speak!
She's going to come down. She's walking the beam.
Will you speak?
I cannot.
Cast the devil out! Look him in the face, trample him! We'll save you, Mary, only stand fast against him.
Look out, she's coming down!
Mary, tell the governor what they...
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Mary!
You're the devil's man.
Praise God!
Praise God!
Mary, how?
I'll not hang with you. I love God. I love God.
He bid you do the devil's work?
He came at me by night and every day to sign. To sign.
Sign what? The devil's book? He come with a book?
My name! He want my name! I'll murder you, he says, if my wife hangs. He must go and overthrow the court, he says.
Mr. Hell!
He wake me every night. His eyes were like coal and his finger claws my neck. I sighed.
Excellency, this child's gone wild. Mary.
No, I love God. I go your way no more. I love God. I bless God. Abby, I'll never hurt you no more.
What are you? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, you will not deny it. What say you, mister? Excellency, I will have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess yourself befouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you? I say, God is dead! Hear it, a fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer. I see his filthy face, and it is my face and yours, Danforth. For them that quail to bring men out of ignorance. I have quailed as you quail now when you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn. We will burn together. Marshal, take him and Coy with him to jail. I denounce these proceedings. You are pulling heaven down and raising up a whore. I denounce these proceedings. I quit the court. Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!